In the U.S., wildfires continue to ravage the West. More than 1 million acres burning, forcing thousands there to evacuate. Today, there was some relief in Washington state where the winds have calmed. But in Northern California, one fire there that has been burning for weeks is now just 3% contained and growing. Lisa Bernard is in Hume Lake, California. Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Del. We are deep in Sequoia National Park, where 47,000 acres have burned. 8,000 of those acres have burned just since yesterday. Much of this park has been evacuated, and now a PG&E facility located here in the park says it's evacuating its employees as well. Those employees were helping to de-energize power lines to provide support for firefighters. The fire now here, as it is in Washington, is still spreading.
Today we're looking for a lot calmer day in terms of wind, which will help us make some further progress.
Firefighters in Washington state are hoping reduced winds will give them the upper hand while they continue to battle fires that have torched thousands of acres of forest land, threatening homes and forcing evacuations.
The fire has crossed Highway 155. And we're calling the Tunk Block fire 15% contained.
Firefighters in Okanogan County are battling at least 5 major fires, burning too fast and too far to know just how many homes have been destroyed. Success is measured this way.
With the aggressive fire behavior, strong winds, long-range spotting, there were no accidents or injuries.
President Obama declared an emergency in Washington state to free up federal resources, and local officials have taken the unprecedented step of recruiting a volunteer army to help.
Those guys put their lives on the line to save my place, and I feel an obligation to at least get out there and try to help out.
But even with reinforcements, the dry conditions across the West are making it tough to make progress against the massive fires, depleting resources and manpower. In California, we caught up with some of the 1,600 firefighters battling an out-of-control fire in Sequoia National Park. The rough fire in Northern California has been burning for weeks. It's devoured more than 70 square miles of national parkland and has now claimed its first structure, the Kings Canyon Lodge, built in 1928. The lodge has been a popular vacation spot for decades. The fire's been burning for weeks and is only 3% contained. Crews are fighting fire with fire. Starting backfires burns vegetation to create a block if unwanted flames head in this direction. One of those out on the fire line tells us the rough terrain and drought conditions make it challenging here.
So one of the unique challenges with this fire is this really rugged terrain. This is some of the steepest, roughest terrain found in the United States.
As you can see, the fire raced through this area, and we're just up the road from the Lake Hume Christian camps, which remarkably has been spared, thanks to the help of firefighters using bulldozers, air support, and strike teams. The camp hosts 18,000 kids over the summer. Bill Carroll is one of the directors. He has watched this fire from day one when a lightning strike sparked the dry terrain. You actually saw flames heading out this way, didn't you, in your photo?
Did. Yeah, I actually saw flames, and we were like, it's very just surreal to watch those flames come out. And we had a lot of faith in the firefighters.
Choppers just started flying about an hour ago. They are collecting water from Hume Lake and dumping it on spots that are inaccessible to ground crews. A spokesperson says 10 helicopters are being used today. Yesterday, all aircraft assigned to the fire flew the maximum hours allowed. They can't go up until late in the day when the smoke clears, and they're going to do as many drops as they can before the smoke returns. That thick smoke is also impeding the search and rescue of a team is going out to try and find a missing hiker. A 62-year-old woman disappeared from her hiking group yesterday morning, and they have not been able to find her. The Sheriff's Department tells us that a crew went in about 19 miles on foot and by horseback, but they've not been able to locate the woman, and they say the thick fog and the thick smoke, rather, is really what is impeding them. Del?
Lisa Bernard for us in California. Lisa, thank you very much.